I've covered both these cases before, Jason Arday and Karmelo Anthony. I'm going to mention them both here because they're symptomatic of something. Poor choices by, not most blacks, but by organised black groups and their left-wing fellow travellers. Blacks on both sides of the Atlantic need to choose better heroes, better role models. Let's take the Arday case first. What you can see on your screen now is, it says correction, Arday, Jason, 2018, understanding mental health. What are the issues for blacks and ethnic minority students at university? The publication has been amended to increase the clarity of citation sources within the text. This is BS. What it's actually saying is that this guy plagiarised, ripped other people off, and he tried to pass off this work as his own. He actually did that in a big way with his thesis, his PhD thesis. He plagiarised a female PhD student from Brunel University, and Nathan Kofnas has proved this to, well, irrefutably. Chasing that over the con man. As I've said before, if he had stuck to what he was good at, which was like physical education, he could have been, well, he could have had a successful career which didn't end in ignominy and suicide. He wasn't a total scumbag, but he was, as I said, the only people who should mourn him are his family and those who still regard him as a friend. On the other side of the Atlantic, there's something far bigger. Karmelo Anthony. This is absolutely disgraceful. This little scumbag. He was 17 and he murdered another 17-year-old. Clear case of murder. He went to the tent. He refused to leave. He had a knife in his bag. And he goaded his victim, Austin Metcalf, into hitting him. Metcalf didn't hit him, didn't punch him. He shoved him and he stabbed Metcalf through the heart. It's since come out that absolutely incredible stuff, that morning he sent a text to his girlfriend or former girlfriend, one who threatened to kill apparently more than once. He said he wanted to stab someone and lick the blood off the knife. Totally crazy. This has all come out now. A lot of blacks have spoken out against this scumbag, but he's still got his supporters cheering his appeal. How can he appeal that conviction? I mean, it's so, the idea that it's self-defence, or he had some mental aberration, or because he's 17 his brain's not properly formed, or he has epilepsy, or he plays chess. Stupid stuff. Plays chess. And you know, the money raised for this little scumbag, these people like him and Arday, well, Arday is not nothing like him, but the Ardays and the Karmelos of this world, they're just totally reprehensible. Some more reprehensible than others. Blacks need to choose their heroes more selectively. It's not as if they've got a dearth of them, you know. There are black academics, but the good ones all tend to be conservatives. Ben Carson, who was one of the most talented surgeons who ever lived, how much admiration does he get? Thomas Sowell, a great mind, he and the late Walter Williams did a massive amount of work on deconstructing this equity garbage, this, whatever it was called then, affirmative action, racism, yada yada yada. There's plenty of black academics. Neil deGrasse Tyson, if you ignore his views on gender. Ludicrous. But, and, you know, sportsmen, musicians. Toughness came in for a lot of flack for pointing out that if Harvard admissions were done on merit, there'd be very few blacks apart from on musical and sports scholarships. But look at the black musicians that have been over the years. From Scott Joplin and ragtime through jazz and boogie woogie, even rock although rock is overwhelmingly white. It's based on, Chuck Berry, the most influential figure in rock music, undoubtedly. And you've got classical composers even, They need to choose proper role models and proper heroes, not scumbags like Arday and total lowlifes like Karmelo Anthony.